but you're going to be chattel slaves, or you're going to still answer to these names and these marks that were given to you, then you know what? You're not going to be with us. You know what I'm saying? And the prophet says, I got apparatus. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he's going to save us all. But if you're not in the count, then you're not in the count. And that's just how it goes. But I'm just here to get out the word because, I'm here for my people. Most importantly, whatever I need to do for them. If I need to step up, I'm saying step into a government role, leadership role, that's what I do. And that's what I did, right? If I need to step up and I need to teach on the streets, that's what I'll do. If I need to step up and we need to open back up the temple, I will be there to teach. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my people do. This is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? People who are lost out there, they don't have purpose, they ain't really doing nothing with their life. You know what I'm saying? Join me, I'll give you purpose. We can share the same purpose. Why? Because the prophet said that there's enough work for all to do, right? The prophet said, once I open my floodgates, that it's gonna take 16 secretaries just to write down the names, right? The secretaries, they record the attendance at the meetings, and at least they're in charge of it. And usually, because I was a secretary, right, I would have everybody just sign their name and then just double check the list, make sure everybody signed in. Usually it wasn't more than 20-25 people. You know what I'm saying? But if it's gonna take 16 people, then you can definitely, times that by 6. We're looking at thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? And our people, they show that they're willing to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like they wanna fight each other. Like I seen the little fight that happened, and it was like, y'all wanna fight each other. Why? Because y'all are so egotistical and vain. Y'all wanna prove that you can be a good fighter, so y'all fight each other because you want to fight the strongest of the strongest. Like, nah, that's not how to do it. We're not supposed to be fighting each other. You want to prove you strong, stand up for something. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand up for nothing. You can't even stand up for yourself. Talking about you want to, be strong and all this stuff. You can't even stand up for yourself and do what's right. Because that's the worst thing that I hate, is somebody who makes excuses. You know what I'm saying? They're not happy. The people they with not happy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. The house ain't happy. Everybody's just not happy. But they don't want to make a change. Why? Because they're stuck in their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? This is comfortable. This is good. I guarantee you, once you make that change, once you make up your mind to make that change, no matter how difficult you perceive that change to be. Because one thing I know about man is will, right? Man is attuned to will. And so when man has will, he can do anything, right? He can literally do anything. And so if you have the will to, let's say, move to another state, you know what I'm saying? Go out and get a new job. Join the Moorish Science Temple of America, right? If you have this will and you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know, how things will turn out. You know what I'm saying? This is the unknown. This is something that you don't even know if this is the right thing to do. But you know that you need a change, and you make that change, you will not be disappointed. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Because if something in your soul is calling you to do something, you have to listen to it, right? Because your soul is going to lead you, and it's going to teach you, right? It's going to lead you and it's going to teach you. And the soul, although it's a feminine construct, people refer to it as a feminine construct, right? It will not be withheld. It's kind of like a woman with her emotions, you know what I'm saying? Her emotion will drag her here, drag her there. And as a guy, you'll be like, I don't, in a relationship, I don't know why she doesn't love me. I don't know why she loves me 1 minute and then she doesn't love me the next minute. Blah 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 blah. But this is just emotions, right? What emotions will do to you? They'll drag you all around. But your soul, right? Your soul will pull you to experiences. If your soul pulls you to even look at your emotions, you know what I'm saying? Something, you need to go through your emotions. You need to look at this, look at that. You know what I'm saying? You really have to have a soft heart. You know what I'm saying? A person with a hard heart is going to have a hard time coming into a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just operates off of logic and doesn't operate off of, higher senses like intuition or anything like that, spirit, then they're not going to understand prophet. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to understand our people are heavily spirited, right? Heavily spirited. I'm saying you feel stuff very, very deeply, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so when you get older and stuff like that, you don't want to have to look back and say, or, you know what I'm saying, you get to the hereafter, your afterlife, you know what I'm saying? Be like, dang, I wish I would have known. Dang this, dang that. I'm be like, look, I was there to tell it. They weren't listening, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna listen this whole lifetime. Like, you have a lifetime. What is your purpose in this lifetime? Like, people always think about life and they want to have existentialist crisis and they don't know what to do with their life. It's like, what are you really here for? And it's like, it's as simple as easy. Like, you're here to spread love, you know what I'm saying? You're here to be love and spread love, you know what I'm saying? If this creation is supposed to be an extension of heaven and paradise and all that stuff, then we all need to learn how to love a little bit more, because we're having mad issues out here. You know what I'm saying, we have tons of issues out here. People don't even know how to listen to their own soul. You know what I'm saying? They're so caught up in Babylon and materiality and carnality, they can't even listen to their own soul. When their soul beckons and calls them to do something, they make up excuses with their logical mind as to why they don't need to do that or why it's not going to work. For me, I'm explaining this thoroughly, right? Because this is how I am. But the thing is that when we are people, we need to be able to listen to the great God Allah who's within, right? We can't just go off of what we want to say and just put that out there, but we actually need to listen to our heart, right? Because key 4, where's the nearest place we can meet him? In the heart, right? Can we see him? Key 3, no, we cannot see him, right? So we are in a sense blind to Allah. But what is Elohim sometimes called? The 7 eyes of Allah. Allah is all around, right? Every living creature has eyes. The eyes of soul, at least. Okay, and so if you're getting into Moorish science, it's like, you're not going to know this, but you're going to study it, right? And eventually you're going to know it. And that's why I do. If you tell me, what am I going to do with the 100K? I'm going to be like, I'm going to open up a building or something. I'm going to get better camera equipment, something. Because I really want to get this energy out there to my people. Not so that we can do anything, but just so that we can all have this basic knowledge of self. Basic knowledge of self. I'm not even talking about, deep and we're on out of chamber. I'm like, just everybody needs to have the basic knowledge of self. That way we can stop seeing blood being spilled, you know what I'm saying? Prophet said one day there's gonna be blood in the streets up to a horse's eyebrow. And that's what it is right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, right? I read chapter 14 talking about not seeking any earthly throne. Prophet seeks no earthly throne, right? It's kind of funny and ridiculous to think that the prophet would ever seek an earthly throne. Now, if it's a difference if the prophet was given an earthly throne, you know what I'm saying? What would he do with it? He would only use it to spread positivity and goodness, right? Does he want it? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go and teach the people. He wants to go reach people's hearts. He wants to save them from great destruction, right? Key 7, what is the duty of a prophet? To save nations from the wrath of Allah, right? I have this stuff pounded into my heart and mind because I sat up under, one of the greatest teachers. Praise Allah. Thank God for Brother A laying ill. You know what I'm saying? He taught me everything, or at least gave me what I needed, which was the holy breath, which is truth, right? What is truth? Truth is what is Allah. So he gave me the truth, right? He gave me holy breath. What other name do we have for the truth? Holy breath. So I feel like the holy breath, yes, it can come through a phone, but when it is present in your ethers. There's no denying it. When it's right in front of your face, there's no denying it. Right? There's absolutely none. You feel it. You feel it in your heartbeat. You feel the strength in your bones. Even though strength comes not from your bones, you feel it in your bones and you know that it's the truth, right? So if you haven't heard of Moorish Science, I blame you not for your ignorance. You know what I'm saying? You are forgiven for anything that you've done before you came to Moorish Science. You know what I'm saying? But if you know Moorish Science, get into it. Be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Give your time to it. Not only for you, but for the good it may be of to others. Because Moorish Science is not a selfish demonstration, right? Prophet didn't live and just live for himself. No, there was days where he was tired, saying he had to heal people. People came, I have this, I have that. He was healing people left and right. He was so tired, you know what I'm saying? He had to tell people, I'm done for today. Saying because people are out here dying, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the healing. And it's like, come to the prophet and you will heal yourself. Come to the prophet and he will heal you. You know, thank God, praise Allah for the prophet, seriously, because, you know what I'm saying? Years pass by fast. And if you don't change, years are going to pass by and pass by. And before you know it, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be some big, grand age and still stupid, you know what I'm saying? Still stuck. Still doing the same thing over and over and over. I thank God, I praise Allah that I came to the prophet at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? At the age that was appropriate for me. So I'm going to close out this meeting to be proclaimed in every meeting. October 28, 1928, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Islam. I am glad to know that I have a few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people on our side of the nation that claimed that was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as American citizens, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so that they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is to the faithful Moors I attribute to the movement and uplifting ones. The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I am calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it badly. Never before have I needed finance so badly as I do at present, so I can shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without I, the prophet, being head. It has been proven by my works which I have performed in the past few years. October 17, 1928. A warning to be read from the prophet. Islam. A warning from the prophet. To be read in every meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must put an end to all radical and agitating speech while in their jobs, homes, or on the public street. We advocate peace and not destruction. Stop trying out your cards with the Europeans, for it causes confusion. There has been much confusion caused by members trying out their cards. The cards are for your salvation. Failure of obeying my orders will be of severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members that seek to hold malicious feeling toward the temple or the prophet or to violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive the reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, give up your card and button, cease wearing your turban or fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. For this is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Jolly. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet is sending out a divine plea to all true Moorish Americans that they may do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways. Peace, Noble Jolly. Alright, so I'm done for today. I hope that peace and love is upon you all. Islam.